Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lauren, this is Ziggy, my other pup Zoe's behind me, and today is episode 3 of the core conditioning series. In today's class, we're going to be focusing all on lateral movements of the trunk or of the core. And for today's class, you're going to need a couple props. First being a bolster. We're only going to utilize it for the beginning of the practice, so if you don't have one of these guys, no big deal. You can grab a couple pillows just to help you to lay on your side. And then you will also need a yoga block. If you don't have one of these, you can grab something that's similar in shape and form, like a book. So slip into something comfortable. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe and like button so you can stay up to date on all the new classes that I'm posting on my channel. And if you haven't watched the first 2 episodes of the core conditioning series, which was all about breath control and stability of the core, I highly recommend going back and watching those and then coming back to this class, because that will really help to lay the foundation of what we're going to be doing today. So grab all the things you need, slip into something comfortable, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to start on the side of the body, and by lying on your side, you can feel what it's like to get the side of your waist to expand laterally. So you can set your block to the side for right now and grab your bolster or a couple pillows. You're going to lie on the right-hand side of your body. Now, depending on the relationship between your waist and your hips, the width of your hips to your waist, then you may want to stack a couple pillows, or in this case, what I'm doing is turning my bolster sideways so it's a little higher, and then you can lie on top of it. Now, where I'm positioning the bolster or the pillows is at your waist. So your waist is not your hips. Your waist is just where the rib cage ends. You kind of feel where your ribs are and kind of move down where it starts to get kind of squishy. That's your waist. That's at the bottom of your rib cage. So lie on your right-hand side. Straighten out your top leg. You can bend your bottom leg if it feels easier so you're not rolling to the side or rolling forward or back. And then what I like to do is straighten out my top arm as well so I can get maximum amount of expansion on the side of the body. Go ahead and bring your eyes to a close. And then focus your attention on your breath. Notice when you inhale, you get expansion of the waist. And as you exhale, you get contraction of your waist, or you're depressurizing the core. Take 3 more cycles of breath here. And then go ahead and sit all the way up. And as you do so, you can stand on your knees or sit on the heels. But I want you to bring your hands to your waist for a moment and see if you can feel a difference. Now, it may not be very much, but you may notice that the side that was expanded, for me in this case, it was my left-hand side. You may notice that it's more filled up. Think like a balloon that's inflated. In comparison to the right side, may feel kind of hollowed out, maybe a little flat, not as much expansion. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the other side. So as you lie on the left-hand side of your body, you're going to expand the right-hand side of your body. And if you happen to do the other side, just make sure you get both sides equally here. Again, you're going to straighten out your top leg, keep your bottom leg bent, and reach your top arm overhead. Good. Focus on your breathing here and the expansion on this side of your body, the one that's up towards the sky. Take 3 more cycles of breath. And then go ahead and sit all the way back up. Again, bring your hands to your waist. You can actually move the bolster to the side. We won't be needing it anymore. And as you bring your hands to your waist, you may feel both sides a little bit more expansive. You may be more aware of the movement as you breathe because there was so much focus on each side separately. So now we're going to lie again on the side of the body and get the side obliques, both internal and external obliques, to engage a little bit more actively. So go ahead and lie on the right-hand side of the body, but without that bolster. And you can use your bottom arm like a pillow, so bend it or straighten it, whatever is most comfortable. If it's uncomfortable to lie on that bottom hip, you can fold up your mat so you have more padding. You can slide a blanket underneath or utilize that bolster. What I like to do here is plant my top foot behind, so I'm a little bit more stable. I'm not rocking and rolling forward and back, and then taking the top hand and planting it in front. Then from here, take a deep breath in. Feel the waist expand. As you exhale, on the exertion, you're going to lift that bottom leg up, and you may feel that bottom side of the waist engaging and all the way around your core drawing in. Inhale, relax. Exhale to lift. Keep going. If your neck is starting to bother you here, you can put a bolster underneath pillow, or you can even take your hand underneath your head. Keep going. You'll also feel those inner thighs really kicking in. Take 3 more. So he just wants to be right in the camera. And then go ahead and roll to your back, hug your knees to your chest, and rock from side to side. Okay, so now we're going to set up on the other side. So as you lie on the left-hand side of your body, you're going to take your top leg, plant it behind, and bottom leg straight. Again, I have my top fingertips planted in front of me. This is going to help keep me from rocking forward or backwards. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift that bottom leg up. Feel the ribs lift. Good. This is very Pilates-esque, so if you do any kind of mat Pilates, this may feel familiar. Couple more. Remember, every time on that exhale, that's when you're lifting. On that inhale, you're resting. Do 3 more here. And then rest, roll to your back, and you're going to hug those knees in and rock side to side. Okay, I'm going to flip on over. Ziggy just wants to stay there and be present in front of the camera. That's okay. So you're going to, again, lie on your back, and we're going to get a little bit more kind of stability work here on the sides of the core, rolling side to side. So make sure you have space beside you to roll. You're going to take your legs in a reverse tabletop position, arms to the sky, basically a dead bug shape. Think just behind the lower part of the rib cage, thoracic spine number 12, drawing that down, and just behind your belly button, lumbar spine number 3, drawing that down. Then you're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take your right elbow and forearm down about waist height. So if you take it too high, then it's going to be hard to press up. So you want to think like you're creating a triangle, an angle here, from your shoulder to the hip to the elbow, to then roll to the side and to press up. Notice how I'm balancing on my forearm, I'm balancing on my hip, but my knees and my feet are off the ground. Now I'm going to control roll onto my back, and I go the other way. So I'm pressing my left forearm down about waist height, forearm to the ground. I'm rolling and I'm lifting. Keep going side to side. And as you're doing this, notice all the engagement that you're feeling on the front, the back, and the side of your core. Let's take maybe 2 more to each side. And One last one. And then go ahead and rest. Hug your knees to your chest and rock from side to side. You'll probably feel pretty warm here. And now we're going to get the spine to move laterally. Before we were pretty stable in the center. So roll to one side, press yourself up, and make your way onto your knees. You're going to grab a yoga block or a book, something, again, similar in shape and form, and reach it up to the sky. Now, squish the block, arms as lengthened as possible, knees about hips width distance. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, and actively contracting that right side as I lengthen the left side of the body. Come back up, inhale, and exhale. Keep going, working with the pace of your breath. You'll probably notice as you're doing this that both sides are working. As I go to my right side is shortened or contracted, and my left side is tensioned. Think like a rubber band being pulled. Let's go 2 more times to each side. Your arms will probably feel very tired. This block, whether it's cork or foam, will start to feel pretty heavy. And then rest and set the block to the side. You can shrug those shoulders out. All right. Take your right leg out and point your toes towards the side edge of your mat. We're going to go between Parigasana, gate pose, and side plank or Vashisthasana. So take your right fingertips to your shin bone and reach your left arm up and overhead. Try to push the left side of the rib cage out to the side. Good. And then come into that side plank, very similar to what we did a moment ago. Plant your left hand down and rainbow the right arm and right side of the waist up and overhead. Good. Keep going from side to side. Every inhale, you'll transition through center. Every exhale, you'll go into either side plank or gate pose. Do that one more time to each side. And then come all the way up. And we're going to switch to the other side. So take your left leg out, pointing your toes towards the other side edge of your mat. Let's start with Parigasana gate pose. So left fingertips to your left shin bone, very light. Right arm up and overhead. Then come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Go in the other direction for your side plank. Try to rainbow the left side of the waist up. Keep going here. Again, inhale through center. Exhale into your shape. Let's take one more to each side. And then come all the way back up. Nice. Go ahead and have a seat. Maybe it's on the heels, maybe it's sitting cross-legged. If you would like to sit on your bolster or your pillow, that's also accessible to you. Go ahead and bring your hands to your waist. And then from your waist, so again, where it's squishy, you're going to start to move your hands up to where your rib cage is, the lower part of the rib cage. So just maybe about a half an inch to an inch above where your waist is. Relax your shoulders and bring your eyes to a close. Visualize you're stacking your bones. So your head over your shoulders, just like you did at the beginning, but now your spine is in a neutral position. As you inhale, feel the sides of your waist expanding out into your hands. As you exhale, feel the sides of the waist drawing back in towards the center. Again, inhale, expansion out. Exhale, contraction in. Keep going. You may notice that there's more movement on some areas than others. Maybe more movement in the front. That's probably more common than the back. And that's where the next class will come into play, where we will be focusing on back body movement and contraction. Take one more breath in and out. And then release your hands to your thighs and blink your eyes open. If you liked this class, don't forget to hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel to be the first to know about new classes that are being released. The next class that I will release in this series will be all about back body engagement and expansion. So getting the spine to extend or to arch. So I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I'll catch you next time.